I don't know what I'm gonna try here. Whatever happens. I'm just gonna pure it. Just gonna pure it, tripping fours. What's up guys, BrunsNick's back, and it's time to introduce the brand new Columbia 300 Kaboom. Kaboom. Now the Kaboom features a brand new core, the Detonate core, medium RG, medium differential, with HK22 Reflex Pearl. Can't wait to see what this one does. On the lanes for me with SPECTO running, of course. But before we get to that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see the Kaboom in action. All right, time to talk about Kaboom. New ball in the Columbia line, brand new core, the Detonate core. Medium RG, medium differential, 2.52 RG, 046 diff. It's a symmetrical ball. And the core kind of reminds me of that Big Hero 6 fella. You know, kind of looks like him in that shape. But it's got a HK22 Reflex Pearl. And I can't wait to see what it does on the lanes. We got SPECTO running, of course. I'm going to start it out. I'm going to move it in. We're going to see what the Kaboom does for me. So let's start it. We're going to start on 15 like usual. And we're going to try it out. Kind of cool colors. I mean, nice, kind of reminds me of old Vapor Zone a little bit. See if it rolls like one. There you go. Nice shutdown angle shot right there. Held pocket. Still revved up. That orange kind of gives me that nice offset. I can see what the ball's doing. I can kind of see where the core is migrating. See how it's flaring and tipping over. Kind of cool. I mean, this ball definitely looks like that Vapor, for sure. But we're bowling on Crown Jewel, my typical house shot, 43 foot, 13-to-1 ratio, a lot of oil in the middle, a lot of dry outside. That's kind of where we're playing right now. Just right out there in the dry. Let's try it again right there. That one went pretty high flush. Kind of happy about that. What happens if I give it a little swing? Yes! 8-pin king is back, baby. Dun, 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 dun. 8-pin king. When waiting for one. I have to leave at least one sometime in each block of videos that I do. There it is. Solid 8. Gotta love it. Kaboom, 8-pin. Congratulations. Thanks for playing. So that's what happens when I give it a little bit of swing. I see 8-pin king comes back, and there he is. All right, I'm gonna throw one more from there. That was not entirely surprising. That's way out wide. Yeah, all right. Don't send it out to the gutter. There's dry. There's not that much dry. Maybe if it had like 050s differential, it might have got back, but 046, not a whole lot of flare. Let's see what the flare's doing on that one. I mean, semi-decent. Probably got like 4 to 5 inches of flare. Decently tight. Flare rings, maybe 3/16 of an inch, 1/8 inch. So a real tight flare. Man, I'm just getting all sorts of stuff on the shirt. Don't want to mess up the new merch. Get it on Inside Bowling. Links in the description. All right, we're moving 5. We're going to get out of that zone. Get away from that gutter. Give it a little swing now and see what the Kaboom is all about. It's in the oil. All right. It recovered out of it. I got it in the oil just a little bit. And it probably gave it a little bit more length, foot or two. Still hit flush, but deflected a little bit. That's kind of what you see. When the ball's coming in behind the head pin, it has a harder time getting through the pins. So that's when you leave a lot more rep 10s, you know, flat hits, stuff like that. Just the ball doesn't slow down in time. That's it. But I got it back. The ball kaboomed. All right, let's try it again. That looked pretty good. I don't want to lay off the speed at all, I don't think. Just want to get it to the dry a little sooner. Yeah. That ball, there's no surprise with that ball when it's going to turn over. You can kind of see the pin down there around 40 feet as it starts flaring and getting that core to tip. I can really see when that ball is going to do what it's going to do. Let's throw one more right there. not bad. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna try here. Whatever happens. I'm just gonna pure it. Just gonna pure it, tripping fours. Yeah, that was a great shot off the hand. Obviously picked up earlier because I got it off my hand a lot cleaner. So this ball responds very hard to friction. Taking a symmetrical ball, medium RG, gets down the lane, sees friction, comes off it pretty hard. So let's move 5, will be 10 left, and we're gonna see what happens after that. We're gonna see if we find a limit with what this ball can handle. So far, it's picked up pretty well. But now, we're gonna start crossing some more boards, getting into some oil. I don't know, we're gonna find out. So the beauty of these, it's in the oil. Yeah, okay. I see it now. So the last time when I was 5 more right, and I got it in that same spot in the oil, the ball still picked up because my launch angle was a lot less. Now we're starting to get a little bit of over skid. So in order to get that ball back, I'm gonna have to bring the speed down just a little bit. I thought that zone was pretty good, but obviously the ball skidded through the oil. This ball doesn't have surface on it. This ball has factory compound, which is pretty shiny ball. This is a mid-range ball, make no mistake about it. A lot of performance in this category. There we go. There we go. So I felt like I just brought the speed down a little bit, get that ball to tip. Obviously light mixer, kick that 4-pin across the side. Look pretty darn good. So what's the next adjustment I can do? I can always try to increase my axis rotation, get around the side of it more as opposed to more forward roll. We're gonna try to go more side roll. This ball's picking up a lot of oil on there. So ball speed from here on out is gonna be pretty critical, I think. All right, one more shot here. I'm gonna really work the inside of the ball and get around it a little harder. That's what happens. That's what happens. So I went from a 2-pin hit to light mixer to dead flush without moving my feet at all. So that's the difference that you can create with just a little bit of difference at the bottom with ball speed and your tilt and rotation, all that stuff. Let's move it again. We'll be 15 left to where we began and really try to open up these angles a little bit now. I have a feeling that I might 2-pin again, I might 210, I don't know. I'm just gonna stay with that same thought process on the last shot. That's out wide, it's hooking. Wow, I think I underestimated this ball a little bit. Yeah, I missed that a little bit right. I thought it was gonna kind of hang, maybe roll forward, but no. I got off that spot and almost 4 counted. I didn't 4 count, almost, but man, that ball was jumping off that spot. So let's try it again, but not try to, get it out to 5 board immediately. Let's try that. A little bit of labor there. So I missed that one a little bit in the oil. I wanted to. Still got it out to like 5-6 board. Didn't quite have enough power to get through the pins. Hit pretty lazy there. So we're starting to ask a lot out of a symmetrical ball and a higher RG ball and a medium diff ball. The lanes have to be a lot drier for this, I think. But I'm gonna see what it takes to get it there. That should be good. Yeah. So just a little bit, hitting it harder, getting it to that outside a little bit sooner, not trying to play that oil line. If you play that oil line too long, the ball just wants to skid. With that higher RG, it promotes a little more length. With the HK22 Pearl, it kind of gives you a little more length. So we'll move 5 more, we'll be 20 left to where we began. I mean, this is really gonna be asking a lot out of the Kaboom, but we gotta see what it's made of. This is gonna be a whole lot of angle for this ball, I think. Getting at the tip, I don't know if I can do it. Oh yeah. Come on. Yeah, I got it there. Well, you can see it was playing out out of energy. Didn't have enough for the pins. Flat 10 pin, not enough for a messenger even. Yeah, it's picking up a whole lot of oil there. I don't know if we could see the flare there, but it's seeing a whole lot of oil in the front now. Try it again. I feel like I'm in a nosebleed. Come on, ball. Yeah, all right. A little bit stronger off this spot, but I can't get that ball to really boomerang. You know, like some of the ASIM balls, like Effect, Archetype Hybrid, those bowling balls, they really come off and boomerang off that spot. This one's just a little bit lazier as it's designed to be. You know, it's not that high-end ball. It's not that Black Widow. It's not that Effect. It's just in the middle. So when the lanes dry up, this is the ball you go to, and all those other balls are too early. I'm not gonna mess with that zone. What I'm gonna do is move it 10 back to the right. I think that was the best zone for this ball, and we're gonna see. So the 10 left zone, to give it a little bit of swing and pop. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, I think so. You know, obviously, you want to play through some oil and some dry. Too much is just too much for that ball. So right in the middle there, right in that zone, I think that's where I can stay and be most productive with striking, shoot the highest scores, my highest strike percentage from that zone. So that's all for the Columbia 300 Kaboom. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I read them all. As always, check out the merch on Inside Bowling, links in the description. If you learned anything from this video, please let me know. Talk to you guys soon. Please subscribe.